Hi everyone, it's Angela with Create Your Future. Happy Saturday. I'm back with a new video. And today, guys, we are talking about triggers. What to do when you get triggered, because it happens to all of us. So this is a great video. Stick around for it. Okay, as always, everything is in our description box. So if you are interested in one-on-one coaching with me, if you are interested in my course, Awaken to I Am, if you are interested in our free course that we are giving away, which is really awesome, by the way, all of that is down below. So anything that you want to check out, look in our description box and it'll be down there. Okay, guys, let's jump in and talk about getting triggered. So first of all, let's just kind of refresh. What does that mean when we say we're triggered? Well, it's when we're talking about conscious manifesting, it is referring to that emotional response we have to something that is negative. So it might be something in the 3D that has shown up that is not what we prefer, that triggers that feeling within us, anxiety, fear, doubting in the process, worry. It can also come from a past memory, thinking about an event that really impressed upon us in a negative way that can bring up that trigger and that same emotional response. It can be also sometimes a feeling we get when we are trying to create that new story. And all we've seen is, the old story, the old pattern. And so that new story doesn't resonate where we are emotionally, internally. And so we can feel a trigger and a really negative response as we begin a new story. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in the second part of the video. But it's that emotional response to something in our reality. It's either something outside of us that we're experiencing in the 3D, or it's something internal based on a memory or our thought process. But it's a negative feeling. It's the anxiety, worry, fear, doubting, not believing, not trusting in this process. Now, what I want you to know is if you feel that way, and if you have those triggers, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with you. It doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. It doesn't mean you're not going to get your desire. It never means that you're not going to get your desire. It does not mean that conscious manifesting works for everybody else, but not you. It's simply showing up there so you can grow in this process, because that's why you're here. You are here to grow in your understanding. You are here to grow in your consciousness. You are here to become more expansive in understanding who you are, right? So that trigger is just showing you something about yourself and inviting you to go deeper in your understanding, inviting you to go deeper in your journey and understanding yourself. It never means that you're not going to get your desire or that you can't have your desire. I want you to know that for sure. Never means that. It's just an opportunity for you to grow and expand and to learn and to go to new heights and greater levels in this life experience. Okay? So that's all that a trigger really is. Don't be afraid. Don't feel like you've messed up, you've done something wrong, you've reacted. It's just an opportunity, a door that's opening, that's saying, let's go deeper, let's figure this out. Okay. So like an example of that might be if you are trying to affirm and create a new story about a specific person that you're not with in the moment, and you're affirming, my specific person loves me, my specific person wants me, my specific person chooses me. But all of those statements are just triggering anxiety, triggering a really negative response within. And you're trying to affirm that, but you're not getting anywhere with it. Then you might stop and ask yourself, well, why am I feeling this way? Why am I not feeling better as I affirm for this new story? And the answer might be, it's different for everyone, but it might be because you don't feel that you're worthy of love, that you don't feel that you're lovable. It might be that you just don't think relationships work, that relationships can work. Maybe you feel that life is difficult, life is hard, the world is against you. But do you see how you're going deeper now into a deeper level within and looking at those beliefs, which that's a block, right? So when you get to that place where you're kind of uncovering things, then you can create a new affirmation that begins to create a new feeling state within you. So you look at that trigger, you look at what makes you feel bad, feel negative, and then you begin to ask questions around that and get to that place where you can find that block. You can find out why you're triggered. You can find out why you're feeling the way that you do when you're trying to create a new story. Okay? So let those triggers, let those feeling states, that's all that it is, basically. It's your body reacting to something. Let that move you into more discovery of where you need to be affirming, where you need to be putting your attention, where you need to be focusing as you're manifesting. It's all that it is. I used to get so worked up when I began to feel a trigger around something, and I wanted to run from that and shut down and not look at it. But as I began to understand conscious manifesting even more, I realized it was just an opportunity to honestly look at where I was internally, to look at my self-concept, to look at how I felt about myself in relationship to, romance or finances, various things, to look at those fears and kind of get to the core of why I felt the way I did about certain things. So don't fear it, don't dread it, don't try to run from them. Look at those things and ask those questions and be honest and get down to those deeper levels so that you can find your blocks, right? And create new stories around those places where you have a block. Okay, so that's the first thing that I want to share with you about, those triggers that show up. The second thing is sometimes when we are feeling triggered, we want to just affirm over it. Affirm over and over and over against that trigger, which isn't necessarily wrong. Sometimes that helps us and it gets us over a hump and it, gets us going in the right direction. But if you are doing that, if you're feeling triggered about something and you're trying to affirm against it and you're not, moving into a more stable state, then you are going to push out something that reflects that triggered state. So if you're anxious, if you're fearful, if you're worried, you're going to push out something that matches that state around whatever it is that you're affirming about. Because remember, it is your state that aligns you with the 3D experience. It is your state that is, we could say, magnetic. It is your state of being, your internal state that connects you to that reality with a matching experience that's going to reflect back that state. So sometimes when we are trying to affirm against that trigger, we're just creating that loop of anxiety over and over and over. We're creating another experience that's going to match that anxiety, and then the anxiety increases, and so we just stay in that loop. So it's really we're wasting our energy in a futile way when we try to affirm against something if it's not moving us to a better place. So something to do instead of trying to just affirm against that anxiety, affirm against that triggering thing that has shown up for you, or that triggering memory, is to take a step back again and begin to work on stability, begin to work on peace, begin to work on feeling confident, trusting, full of faith in this process creating inner stability. And listen to me, your highest self, your divine self, your highest state of mind always knows what your desire is. You don't have to tell yourself over and over and over, I want this, I want this, I want this. Your conscious self knows that already. So if you take the time to work on stability, to work on feeling confident, feeling at ease, feeling peaceful, you're gonna push out experiences that match that, and you're gonna still go in the direction of your desire. You're still gonna line up with the thing that you want. You're still gonna be in that reality that's leading you to your desired outcome. You know, being with your person, having the job, having the health, having the peace in your family, all of that. You know, you can have everything when you are coming from that place of stability. So you get there by affirming for exactly that. I am peaceful. I am at ease. I feel at ease. I feel peaceful because I know that I'm in charge. I know that the process is working. I know that everything's coming through me. I know that no matter what has shown up, I know that no matter what memory I've had in the past, this is going to work out for me. I am creating peace in this moment, and I am pushing out peace in every area of my life. I am creating stability. I'm creating harmony. I'm creating, you know, confidence in this process. And I'm going to see those experiences show up in the 3D to match that. I'm going to see things with my specific person show up that are peaceful, harmonious, the things that I desire. I'm going to see things in my workplace, in my finances that are peaceful, that are harmonious, that are safe and stable and exactly what I want because I'm coming from a place of peace. So that's what I really want you to take away from this is that, you know, if you're feeling triggered, that is just your reminder to get to a place of peace, to get to a place of stability. Don't try to fight it. Don't try to fight the trigger. It's going to feel like you're butting your head up against the wall. If you'll know immediately, if you are trying to affirm against something that's triggered you, and you're affirming, and you just feel like you're in this cycle and the anxiety grows, it's not working. You're wasting your energy in that moment. Go within, because all we have is this moment. This moment is going to be what creates the next moment. This moment is going to be what creates tomorrow. This moment is going to be what creates next week and next month, right? So create peace within and remind yourself that this peace, this harmony, this stability is pushing out, it's aligning me really with events that are going to reflect harmony, peace, stability, calmness, things that are bringing me joy, right? You're going to create a new cycle that is going in the direction of peace and harmony and all of the good things in your life. And this is going to be reflected back in everything, okay? It'll show up in all areas of your life. So guys, those are the two really important takeaways that I want you to understand about triggers. I talk to clients sometimes and they feel bad, they feel negative, they feel like they've messed up. Oh, I was triggered today. Oh, I was, you know, I let something get to me. That's okay. Don't worry about it. It's your opportunity to go deeper, to examine yourself more, to grow in your consciousness as you find those blocks and get yourself on solid, stable ground, to create peace in your life that's going to overflow into all of your areas. And it's going to move you into a new state of consciousness so that you can, you know, manifest easier, more consistently in all areas of your life. And that's what we all want, right? To consciously manifest the things that we want with ease on a daily basis, all the time. So, okay, guys, that is my video. I intend that it just helps you so much. It helps you stabilize. It helps you grow in your confidence and helps you not be afraid of those triggers. Okay. If you want me to help you with this, if you're dealing with some triggers and maybe you need just a little more help in maneuvering through that, schedule a session with me. I would love to help you and I will get you on your journey to getting that desire. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.